Get it on the pumpkin. Keep it on the pumpkin. Slowly pull the trigger back.
Get in it! We're off to deer camp.
Giants of the past. Some really good genetics. So the plan for tomorrow is to hit a deer stand that's right in the center of an 80-acre field, and we can see in pretty much all sides and cover a lot of ground. If we see some deer, it's gonna probably be a long shot, but we have been practicing tonight. The boys got several rounds in, so they're feeling pretty confident they're gonna be able to smack a doe or a nice buck. After the first few initial deer sightings, I realized that the camera might be an unrealistic expectation. Safety became an issue, and I realized that I needed to be there for my son to help him set up and get on a deer before I worried about filming the hunt. See him in the scope.
No. I see him. I got it.
See him in the scope.
I got it.
Okay, I want you to just take your time. Let me know and I'll make him stop, okay? This became quite a disappointment, but it wasn't long before we were given another chance. Did it go down there?
I can see it down there.
You can see it?
Yes.
Is it still moving?
No, it's still.
Is it down on the ground? It's big, dude. That's a pretty big deer. Weston we had a buck come out, and then he went right back into the woods real quick. And then, I knew he was pretty big, so I got Weston already on the window. And I said, if that thing comes out, you take a nice careful shot and we'll get it to stop. And about 5 minutes after it went to the wood line, started walking across that field. So I told Weston, when you feel comfortable taking that shot, go ahead and take it. And he shot once, and it looked like it was definitely slowing down, but I said, go ahead and reload. Go ahead and put another one in it. We can't be too sure. And so it was still walking away, and it was looking like it was, probably fatally shot, but he went ahead and put another one in it, and it dropped. Looked like it dropped right in the spot, didn't it, Weston? The boys may not know it yet, but this hunt and this stand was just as significant for me as it was for them. This is where I harvested my first deer, and now I can share in the same excitement that I shared with my father many years ago.
You got both.
When we were shooting yesterday, we had Aiden shooting there, and that's when we found out that Aiden has to take a trip to the eye doctor, figure out what's going on with his vision, because he wasn't able to shoot very well. And so he said he was having some trouble actually looking through the scope, and everything was kind of blurry. So I'm glad that, that's why we go out and we check stuff, because you just never really know, if your scope got bumped off from last year, or if somebody's having, a bad habit that they're using as far as shooting, and they're not shooting as well as they could. You can catch those bad habits before you get out in the field, instead of wounding deer. If I would have had, no practice, Weston or Aiden would have got out there and tried to shoot a deer with blurry vision or whatever is going on with his eyesight, we would have had a bunch of trouble, huh? But he is tagging along today. He has a tag we already bought, but he won't be shooting today before we can get his vision checked. So we have another youth season coming in at the end of the month, and hopefully we can get him into the eye doctor, figure out what's wrong, maybe get him a prescription if he needs one or whatever he needs, and then hopefully we can get him set up so he can take a deer this year. Hey, go slower. Keep walking. Keep walking that way. Oh man, he's big.
Yeah, but it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 points.
Oh,
Let me have your rest.
oh, he looked weird.
He's been rubbing, look. You see on the base of his antlers?
Yeah. Shiny.
Yeah, he's been rubbing trees.
Okay, you get it?
You ready to gut it?
In a world where television and video games try to take front and center in our children's lives, it rests squarely upon our shoulders to teach our children the principles and skills that were required for survival not too long ago.
I don't want to do it. Oh! Dad, you gonna sit it out?
It's not bad.
You ate it? You're a vampire.
Alright, that's good. That's good. Attaboy, take a bite out of it. There you go.
Oh, let me see it in your mouth. That was gross.
Alright.
I swallowed it.
If you get the chance to take a kid hunting, do it. It could change their life forever. And yours.